All right, guys, so I know it's been a few weeks. We haven't put out any kind of content, but I just wanted to share some quick updates with you. So as you can see, I'm in a new studio space. So this is a brand new studio we've been building out for the last 2 weeks. I'm shooting from here for the first time publicly. I got the light set up, I got the camera set up. It's just nice to be able to be in our own space and shoot video. The reason we created the studio space was there's not a lot of people out there creating content for folks who are creating real products. And both Ty and myself both have experience creating real products and bringing them to market. And so we wanted to share that with you guys because it's kind of a different take and a different approach than a lot of software only companies or a lot of arbitrage companies. You're really literally taking something from scratch, building it, growing it, and then selling it. And that's a different type of business, and it requires a different type of skill sets that we feel like we could kind of share with people so they could do their own thing if they really wanted to. Lastly, we also feel like it's a value add for us as a company. We test and buy a bunch of equipment all the time. We're going through stuff all the time. And as a real company, we have to. This is part of our normal daily operations and business. And so we figured if we're buying all this stuff anyways, we're spending the money and resources on some of this technology anyways, why not start reviewing some of that technology and putting it out there so we can start sharing with other people? So it's kind of funny because when you watch a lot of top YouTube channels out there, they've gone out and created content first, and then eventually some of them go out and create a product, right? So one of them, one of the top channels, they just created a screwdriver recently. Another top tech channel, guy just created shoes recently. So they use their fame to create products, and they go from one direction from YouTube right over to product land. We're doing something completely different. We're starting in product land. That's what our expertise is. That's where our experience is. And that's where we have expertise, and now we're going into YouTube, and which is completely different, but it's kind of a cool story, and it's kind of a cool way of looking at it because eventually these worlds will emerge, and being a small startup, I feel like it's one of those things that was inevitable. It was going to happen at some point, and so we're doing it now. So yeah, new studio. We're super excited about that. Multiple angles, multiple shots, soundproofing, all the works, lighting, cameras, all that good stuff. 4K, I can't think of any other buzzwords or jargon to throw out you, but yeah, all of that. So there's that. MuteMe Click, new product. So this is something we've been talking about. Our goal was from start to finish to get this product done in 30 days. We're on track. Today is the 30th day. And so I came into the warehouse today and I've been working on it all day. This is what I've been working on. It's basically just making sure that we can manufacture this thing. And so I'm gonna send these design files now over to our manufacturer in China. We got the PCB in, that's what we were waiting on. So now that we got the PCB in, we can go ahead and do the next step, which is, test the firmware, get the firmware over to, both myself and our lead developer so you can start writing the accompanying software that goes with the firmware, and we can start sending design files to different places to start getting quotes. So this is kind of an iterative process still, but the goal was to get the design part done in 30 days. We've met that goal, in the 11th hour, but we've met that goal. And now we're going to send that, these files over to China, to our manufacturer there, and they're going to go ahead and start evaluating them and seeing, what costs can we produce these devices for. So our goal was to, get these produced at $4.50. I don't know if that's going to happen or not, but that's the goal. If we can produce them at $4.50 in China, then we can retail them for $29 here in the United States. There's a lot of additional costs when you're a small company like us that adds on as you're bringing products over, everything from packaging to the cords to all kinds of little things. And so we have to really control the costs on the device. And that's not even including the price for buying the microchips. Once we can make 50% margin, that means if we decide to sell it to wholesalers, they can make a little bit of money on it. If we decide to put it on Amazon, Amazon takes a cut. We still make money. So that's really the goal behind all of this, and that's what we're trying to do with the MuteMe Click. Like I said before, it's probably gonna be July or August before this device is all wrapped up, but that's what we're working on now, and that's what I've been working on all day. The last thing is lots of new software updates. Bub's been extremely busy with those. He's put out some software. I need to go home and test it. That's what I'm doing next. He has about 4 or 5 different things that he's released. We do regression testing to make sure no features that we're introducing or no fixes that we're introducing, break features that we already have, something that we do regularly with all of our software. That's what I'm doing this evening. It's going to take me a couple hours to go through it all. And so that's what I'm working on, because we have to test on PC, we have to test on Mac, we also have to test on Intel Mac. And so, between all the platforms, it just takes some time to do those tests. So that's what I'm working on today. That's what we're doing right now. Lots of exciting things happening at MuteMe. Like always, this has been a pretty slow month with respect to sales. So that's been a little weird, but this is kind of similar to what happened last year in May, in June. What happens is people go back and they go on vacation. They're no longer in school. Kids are off of school. People are taking time off. And our sales, a lot of them are driven by people sharing the device on a Teams call or on a WebEx call. We don't spend that much money on marketing relative to some of our peers. And so when that happens, the sales volumes drop off a little bit. That's been my update for today. I know I try to do these every day, but I'm not going to be able to do them every day. We just got through Memorial Day weekend. My daughter just graduated from not kindergarten, but from daycare, pre-K. I don't know what you want to call it. She had her promotion ceremony. And so I've just been busy with life. Now I'm going to go home. I'm going to go take a quick walk. I usually try to get a 2.5-3 mile walk in every day, just to try to keep, the thoughts and blood flowing. And then time for dinner, and then putting the kids to bed. Once the kids are asleep, I'll jump back online and we'll work on the next set of problems, which is that regression testing. So that's what we're doing. That's what's up. That's what we're doing right now. Like I've said before, subscribe, like these videos if you find them entertaining. There's going to be more content coming your way that's going to be a lot more professional. That's really the goal, building the studio and doing all this. And so I can't wait to bring that content to you guys as well. This vlog series, I'm still going to continue on the side just because it helps me kind of reiterate my thoughts and share. It's also helpful just to kind of be able to put content out there to practice. And so I'm going to continue to do that. I know in my earlier videos, I used to say we're only getting like 30 views or 40 views. Now we're getting like 200 plus views on videos, sometimes 300 views. So the view count is picking up. I don't know why, but that's okay. I'm thankful for it for sure. And it's one of those things where, I wasn't expecting it, but now that we have it, it's cool. And this is going to be a perfect segue as we build out the more professional content and bring better content to all of you. So thank you guys. Thank you for staying tuned in, and I'll check in with you guys later. Bye.